Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game one. Go green on the sprawl and pass. You'll see them actually on my Daybreak account ever since the network outage the other day. My main account's having some issues joining a league for whatever reason, so thankfully I was able to spin up my DB account and get it working for today, given that I didn't stream yesterday. Oh, looks like it's a mirror match. I didn't stream yesterday because of I was a Clopener. Didn't stream the other day because of a network issue. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, definitely looks like a mirror match, though the basic mountain's weird. I'm not sure what's up with that. Choose the temple, makes sense to me. We'll draw. Lab. So if we go lab, we can go double rumble. So we're going to imprint sire. Green. Rumble 1. So there's Devour Breaker, Cavernous Souls. Let's grab. See, I'm tempted to grab Devour here because we want types in yard for Emrakul. Breaker's recursive, but Breaker's probably better than Devour in this case. Rumble, number 2. We want Talisman in there. Shifting Woodland is not bad though, but I think I grab the Myco spawn. We already have a creature in there. Artifact adds 1. So we will pass 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. We're unfortunately one short on the Emrakul. But, I mean, we should be pretty far ahead, all things considered. Lest my opponent... I mean, even if they just go Mega Spawn Bojuka Bog, that's fine. We're not all too pressed there. They can't kick a Myco spawn, so yeah, the worst they can do is Bojuka Bog me. Speaking of, how many types my opponent have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 shy. We actually might consider Bojuka Bogging my opponent next turn. That is a consideration with Myco kick into Bojuka Bog. And that would also mean we don't need to spend any spawns, so then we have Emrakul the following turn. But I'll pay cost for... looks like Myco. Yep. They could go Ghost Quarter here, but that won't do enough to move the needle in their favor, I don't think. Stomping Ground. That's an interesting choice. Shock down to 17. And Rumble. Yeah, this feels like they're angling for Emrakul. I imagine they grab another Myco, would be my guess. Yep. We'll draw. Another Myco. So we have Temple. We have 8 mana. Again, one short Emrakul. If I take out Temple, they would need a Soul Land in order to kick the Myco. But if they had the Soul Land... well, I guess they played the Temple, yeah. So they still could. We could take a land and... Ghost Quarter. It'd still put them to 4. They'd still need a Soul Land, so it's a moot point there. So yeah, I think Myco Spawn to Bojuka Bog is correct. We have 6, 8, 8, 4... no. Okay. Myco kick, hit Temple, yield all. And Bojuka Bog, target you, cut you short of Emrakul. And pass. No attacks. 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Paying cost 4. Going to combat. Attacking. No blocks. Don't want to put another type in yard if I can help it. Down to 15. Second main. I suppose you could Airghast here. But if you were going to do so, you do so before combat, right? Yeah. So they could grab Bajukabog here, try and cut me short on Emrakul. If they do that, though, we have another kicked Mega Spawn, we have a World Breaker. We're not exactly pressed. Temple, passing, end step draw, K return. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. So we can't go Mega Spawn with the World Breaker. So I'm thinking we just go Emrakul here. Though again, there is a thought to just go Mega Spawn, kick Temple, and Ramp, right? There is a thought to do that, or a World Breaker hit Temple. But I think the Emrakul's probably correct at this point. We get perfect knowledge. We get to interrupt their plan. So I think is correct. Ys and Emrakul. Our turn, comrade. No attacks. Second main. End step. I still K commands. Ooh, K commands are nice. Thank you, opponent. A temple to boot. Okay, so this becomes interesting. We can K command target me. We want to get rid of both K commands, though, is my thought. So we can K command X equals 3, target me. We also could World Breaker and get rid of one of their lands rather than getting one of our lands, but then that leaves them with 2 K commands, which I don't like. So, I mean, they're going to play the Temple regardless next turn. Do we play it for them to make the K commands bigger in our favor? Probably not. So we're going to Ramp and Scry draw, targeting opponent to start. Actually, let's go to combat first. I have an idea. Let's go to combat first. We're going to attack with Myco Spawn. Yes. Go to blocks. Block. K command. I guess we can do it in second main. Second main, K command. We're going to ramp and exile cards in yard. So ramp, exile Myco Spawn. And done. Myco down, keeps a card out of yard. And then K command, ramp and scry draw, target me twice. Done. Formidable Speaker. Right now we have access to 7, 8. We're going to kick Myco Spawn next. I'm going to say Speaker bottom draw, another K return. Yeah, at this point we're just going to pass. So you can Breaker me, and that's okay in the grand scheme. Sprawl, mana neutral to Breaker. Breaker hit Lab, I suppose. So they might go for my green source since I only have 1 green source right now. That would be a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Goes for my Lab. I do think going for the green source probably would have been correct, actually. Because it would have meant I can't kick this Myco Spawn. We'll play Sanctum. We can line up Breaker. Let's first go to combat. Attack with Emrakul. They block with Breaker. Second main, we will kick Myco or Breaker. Let's just kick Myco. Might go kick. We don't want to add types to yard, so I'm going to say hit the temple. Last card in hand is Ice Till. Opponent scoops it up, we'll take the win. Right, let's go to sideboard. And Counter Souls is out. Gemstone stays. Rumble out. K return out. Ghost Quarter stays. We can trim on Ugin. Magus in. We did see Ice Till, so there's some argument for Dismember. Otherwise, we can always go on Holy Heat. Dismember catches Ice Till. Heat requires Delirium, but Heat does hit Ugin. Though I don't think we saw Ugin. So Dismember might be better here until we determine their exact list, would be my thought. We also could go Flute, name Ghost Quarter, name Mycospawn, what have you, though that ends up being very symmetrical, which I don't like as much, unless we're trimming those cards, which we're not. So I think we can just run it back like this. On the draw for game 2. Unfortunately, we do not have the red source for the turn 2 Magus. That would have been nice. If we had a Talisman into Magus, would have been perfect. No such luck, though. We do have a number of hits here. 13 hits, 2 draws. Well, correction. 13 hits on the first draw, 9 on the second. It's tempting, but the thing is the hand does nothing if we whiff, so I'm going to mulligan. This is much better, so we will keep. We're going to probably want to pitch. No matter what we put underneath Lab, it's going to get lost to Magus. So my initial thought here is to pitch the Ugin. Though Ugin's not fetchable off of Speaker, so I think I'm pitching the Emrakul here. Done. And pass. Surveil. We'll also Surveil on 1. And then Magus on 2. Speaker on 3. Once up to the yard, we'll draw. Breaker. Wooded Foothill and pass. Temple. Rumble. There's Rumble. We see Sprawl, Mycospawn, Lab. Chooses Mycospawn. Okay. Let's go to End Step Fetch. Surveil. Forest to top. We'll draw. Lab, Imprint, Ugin. Magus. Pass. Have fun, cast the Mycospawn if out green sources. And pass. Next turn we're looking for Speaker, play Sanctum, imagine they pass. Yep. So they're fishing for green source at this point. We have time. Mycospawn. So in that case, how do I want to proceed here? Forest. Speaker. Speaker. We don't have to pitch. I mean, next turn we have Mycospawn. We could pitch. See, I have half a mind to go for Ice Till, but there's no guarantee we're going to mill over lands where Mycospawn does guarantee us a land. We could pitch Breaker, but then again, the hard part is finding a color source to then retrieve Breaker. So I think we just get the body and call it. Let's go to combat. Attack with Magus and pass. And pass. A land, and passing. And draw. Another Ugin. Let's go to combat. Attack 4/4. No blocks. Second main. Cast Myco. No reason to grab another forest, I don't think. Instead, I think we grab Temple here in case they do go after Magus at some point. Temple, and pass, and pass. We have a 2-turn clock here. An opponent can do nothing. We'll draw. Temple. Let's go to combat. Attack. No blocks. Down to 7. Temple. 4/6. 1 short breaker will pass. End step. Hold on the off chance it's relevant. Bone scoops it up. We got the win. Thank you, Magus. Alright. We'll be back for match number 2. Alright. And we're back for match number 2 on the play for game 1. If there is a forest or forest equivalent, this hand is keepable, but there isn't. We mulligan. This is also a mulligan. And we keep this. So we want K commands. We want Windswept Teeth. We want Utopia Sprawl. So Ghost Quarter with Wooded Foothills out. Windswept Teeth fetch for a forest. Sprawl. Sprawl double green or red. We don't know what we're playing against. So it's tempting to go red here for potential K command, but I think we're going to go green. Yeah, we'll go green. We'll pass. And pass. In case we find ice still off these K commands would be my thought. We'll draw. Breaker. We'll hold. I have to question when I want to cast K command. Delta fetch 19. Surveil. Thundering Falls. Okay. Trying to piece together what we're playing against. Could be Zoo. Volatile Stormdrake. Huh. Oh, that is interesting. Was not expecting to see Volatile Stormdrake. I mean, we could force check here. I don't have any more of a clue of what I'm playing against right now, so I think I'm just going to hold. Pain cost 4. Thundertrap Trainer. To play around the potential for Flare of Denial, I will cast now. And done. So, I mean, that is Breaker next turn. I do like Speaker. I do like going for Breaker. So, Speaker top, Sanctum top, draw, and pass. Let's see what Trainer finds. Sink in the Stupor. So they have another land as follow-up. We'll draw. Sanctum, cast Breaker. Sanctum trigger Breaker. We're going to say no to Sanctum. No to Sanctum. Breaker enters. No Flare. Good to know. No Flare, no Subtlety. We'll pass. Sperific Springs, Bolt, 14. Pain cost 4. Stormdrake. So we get a Stormdrake. That's fine. Draw. Sprawl. So I have half a mind to go Speaker, Pitch, Sprawl. We also could just go K Command. Let's go to combat. Swing for 3. Down to 11. Yeah, let's go Speaker. Speaker, does it resolve? Speaker resolves. Pitch Sprawl. Pick up Mycospawn. And pass. We have a kicked Mycospawn next turn. We'll hold on the off chance it's relevant. And Ponce oops it up. We'll take the win. Very much have no clue what I'm playing against. Given that they play blue, though, I mean, Volatile Stormdrake, for the most part, should be probably trying to steal my creatures. They'll very rarely get to the point of being able to actually control them. I'm going to say Bajugabog out. Countersoul stays. Maybe Ghost Quarter out. Trim a Rumble. They're playing red blues, so like Heat's Discharge could easily have them with Magus, and they could also just steal Magus with Stormdrake and sack it. My initial thought here is just to go to a like removal package and call it there for right now until we get more information. Alright, I mean, this is a lot of acceleration. We'll keep it. We want Gemstone. We'll pitch a fetch. And then play Talisman. Reveal Devour. Dig for Deep. Yep. And reveal. Exile. Pass. All the Storm Giants. Trigger. Not really what I wanted to see here, if I'm being completely honest. Though the Sprawl does provide more acceleration, so I think we go that route. Sprawl. I will play, in that case, Misty Rainforest Fetch. Forest. Sprawl. For green or for red? We'll go green here. And Talisman pass. I mean, if we draw into a Mycospawn here, we do get the kick onto Steam Vent Shock 18. Passing. We'll draw. Sprawl. We'll play Sprawl. For red. 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking we'll play Temple, name Eldrazi here. And pass. We'll hold just to represent that we could have something. Scouting Tarn. Passing. Clearly holding up something. We'll draw. Lab. We'll play Temple. I think at this juncture, we just kind of continue this draw go. Like, we're both clearly representing something here, and it'd be easy for them just to hold Consign, right? Unstable Amulet. Weird. So this has to be like some Is It energy build, basically. Spurvix brings Bolt 14. Pain cost for Thunder Trap. Okay. What does Thunder Trap find? Whiffs. We draw. K command. Do I want to play a land for turn here? Probably not. So I think we're just going to Devour. Devour target trainer, can't be countered. And we'll pass and hold. The reason why I don't want to play land here is in case we draw into speak and we want to pitch then play something else. 3 mana, double red, flame, draws 2, sure. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Passing, we'll draw. Ugin. We can't guarantee resolution, so I think at this point, just holding up the K command's probably correct. And Ugin is pitchable, so we'll play the lab, no imprint. And hold. And hold. We could cast K command as permission for Ugin is my initial thought here. Unstable Amulet. Get 2 energy, sure. Storm Drake. Okay. Hexproof. When this creature enters, exchange control of this creature and target creature and opponent controls. If you do, you get 4. Sacrifice it. Okay, Storm Drake enters. You want to swap? Do you want to keep the Devour? Sure. This is fine. They pay, but I don't really care too much about that if I'm being completely honest. Go to end step, K command, ramp and scry draw. I guess we could also exile Devour, but I think the ramp and scry draw alone is good enough, honestly. I imagine we see a consign here. I'd be shocked if we didn't. Paying cost. Does a straight up counterspell? Sure. We draw. Another Devour. We could get rid of the Unstable Amulet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, at this point, yeah, we'll just go attack with Storm Drake. Because now we have lethal damage on board. I think just going Ugin's correct here. Cast Ugin. I guess I should actually hold up a green source, actually. In case we draw into, like, Sprawl. And keeping up Gemstone also means that we can then hold up for Heat, for example. Another Ugin. We'll pass. And pass. I mean, Storm Drake's representing lethal. Thunder Trap Trainer. It's kind of like Wizards-ish. Yeah, I think that's like the best way I'm gonna be able to classify it as like Wizards-ish. Boomerang Basics. Oh, you can return... Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I can appreciate that. Boomerang Basics back the Storm Drake. Okay. Cute. I can appreciate it. Paying cost for Boomerang Basics. Okay. Draw. Command. Let's start with Ugin plus Emrakul. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Currently short 1. I mean, I think we'd probably just want to get a body on board here. So let's do that. And 4. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Ugin target, no. Devour target. I think we just go for the red source here. Doesn't really matter which one I pick, I don't think, at this juncture. Because, yeah, at this point, if they do, let's say, go Stormdrake again, we presenting lethal, we now have a blocker, which also this creature presents lethal. And they're focusing on Ugin when they really shouldn't be. Pluto Delta fetched on the 2. Okay. Thunder Trap Trainer? Trainer. Okay. The funny part is if they kept the second Boomerang basics, they could have Volatile Stormdrake here and then Boomerang basics, is the funny part. There's Flame of Anor. Okay. There's Stormdrake. Yep. So now you can flame the Stormdrake. Understood. So now you can drop down Ugin as well. Okay, not bad. Not bad. So I'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll have enough for Emrakul. And it will be uncounterable as well. So this should be GG's. Yeah. Should be GG's. Unless they... I guess the one out they have is to go after the Talisman. Nope, not even. Because we don't have an artifact in yard. So yeah, no matter what they choose here, if they kill the Stormdrake and pop the Talisman, we still have enough for Emrakul if they attack Ugin. And with it being uncounterable, unless they have a Solitude, we should be set. There's the Flame. They hit the Talisman like I thought. I'll float just to represent that we could have something. Little pass in full. Yep, go to combat. Devour hits Ugin. Again, that's fine. 6 types in yard. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Draw. Myco spawn. No need for that right now. Our turn, comrade. And let's see what you're working with. Counterspell, Thunder Trap Trainer, and Opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Solid. Alright, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match number 3 on the draw for game 1. Second round retapped. Bit scared about that. Feels like Storm, maybe. Ugin is tempting, but we're not getting there anytime soon. So my other thought here is to lab. Though, do we need lab? Not necessarily. We have a decent amount of acceleration here. Temple 4, K-Command 6, Lab 8. We could go Ugin 4, 5. We're still so far off of Ugin. The Temple's just not doing Ugin any favors. So I'm thinking we either go a land. We already have 3 lands, though. Going for a 4th. We just need to hope that we don't find any more lands for a minute here. We have Wooded Foothills fetch, so we don't need a green source. I guess we'll go lab, yeah. We'll go lab. Temple, pass. And pass. Second Foundry, Energy, Storm, Blink. Demo field. Okay, well, that explains that. Yep. So this is land destruction. Understood. We'll draw. Breaker. I still think we go Temple here for the K command. I still think that's correct in the grand scheme. So we'll go... We also could sequence it differently if we really wanted to. We could go Wooded Foothills, and they could go for another... ability. This would get us more mana off the Temple and K command. Yeah, I think we go that route. We go Wooded Foothill and we just pass. And we'll hold up for our Surveil land. End step, fetch, and Surveil. K return yard. Do you want to go for it? Sure. That's pretty low value, though, in my personal opinion. I don't think that was the right move in my thought, but you do you, friend. We'll draw. The K return. We'll play Temple now. Yes, we'll play Temple now and pass. Representing K command X equals 2. There's Field of Ruin. So this is now K command X equals 3. We'll float. And Forest. Face change. Ramp and Scry draw. And done. Formidable Speaker, Ugin, Verdant Cat. Formidable Speaker grabbing Ice Till here should pretty much be GG's, I think. They also have a hard time with Ugin except for a road. So I'm thinking, let's go Ugin bottom. Verdant top, Speaker top, draw. And phase change, end step, pain cost, discharge, sack. Alright, and draw. So I think I do want to lab here, imprint, devour, cast speaker, speaker pitch K return, grab ice till, cast Ice Till, pick up Temple, and mill, Emrakul to Yard, and we'll pass, and pass. So no Solitude. Do you have any way to deal with the Ice Till right now, I wonder? Discharge, I guess you have double discharge. Land, discharge, sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. White Orchid Phantom. We'll shuffle just for the sake of shuffling here. We'll draw. So we have access to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could Breaker and clear. We're also short on Emrakul. We could just play around here and go K command and play around a Mana Tithe. Set up for Emrakul, which would require them to have a Solitude in the grand scheme. That does seem appealing. Because yeah, the other options are to Breaker, sweep board potentially, Sire, sweep board, right? Let's go Verdant Catacombs. And the question is whether or not I hold the K command. They could have a reprieve, potentially. I'm thinking I want to fire this off now. We're going to fetch, Stomping Ground, Shock, and tap, untap, K command, Ramp and Scry draw. And again, we want to play around the potential of a Mana Tithe. There's Micah Spawn, Speaker Ugin. Another Speaker does get us to Ice Till. Sprawl bottom. Actually, we could go Sprawl top. That's a bit of a moot point, so I think Sprawl bottom. Speaker, yes. We just then need to determine we want Speaker into Ugin or Speaker into Myco. Myco Spawn does ramp us and keeps us in the game. But Ugin resolving is pretty hard from the ill of expect for a road. So Ugin bottom, Myco top, Speaker top draw. We could Speaker right now, actually. Yeah, let's Speaker now. Speaker enters, pitching Sire, Breaker, pitch Breaker, pick up Ice Till, and pass, and pass. I guess I did shuffle away Myco Spawn, so moot point, but that's fine. I think the Ice Till is the path to victory. Price of freedom. Sure, sure. We will not search. Plains 2. White Orchid attacks. Sure. End step and draw. So we can sprawl. For green. So tap. Do we even need to worry about untapping with that right now? Not really. We'll play Ice Till. Temple Mill. Paying cost for Soul Partition. Okay. Mill Resolve. And we can cast this for 6. Sure, we can do that later. I have no reason to present blockers here, so we're just going to go to combat. Though I guess actually, pause. How much mana do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Close, but no. Right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Let's go to combat. Swing for 4. Down to 16 and hold. I mean, they're just kind of struggling to deal with this ice still. We can just keep on running it out. Paying cost for another White Orchid Phantom, sure. 1 card in hand. We'll float the Temple just to present me I could have something. No. You want to go to combat? I don't think you do. You do. Interesting. Okay. And a 12. Oh, you just presented. Okay. That's fine by me. We'll draw. Another breaker. It is tempting to go after the Quarry Mountain Monastery here. Actually. We also could just go Emrakul. So let's take a look and do some math. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 4, 10 plus 4. It's neutral, so we can play Ice Till here. Oh, no, it's 6. Right. So it would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 6 would be 8, plus 4 is 12. It's not enough to do Ice Till plus Emrakul then. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we could play Emrakul here. The other option would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 6 would be 3. Plus 4 is 7. So we can go Ice Till into Breaker, though. So I think we do that. We're going to tap. We're going to untap. We're going to tap. And I suppose we untap. And tap. Cast Ice Till. Temple. Mill. Temple. Mill. And Breaker Break. The Quarry Mountain. K-Return triggers. Breaker Break Quarry Mountain Monastery. They'll put a card in the exile. We'll yield all. A Quarry Mountain Monastery. I'll say no to the K-Returns. No to the K-Return. And pass. And pass. And we have blockers for the White Orchid. Play the Quarry Mountain. And casts what? Activates Quarry Mountain. Sees Solitude, but can't evoke it. Opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Not bad at all. I truly don't understand why this deck has grown in popularity It just really is not that great in my opinion. Since Solitude, so let's take a look here. So Cavern out, Bajuka Bog out, Rumble trimmed, Ghost Quarter could work. It still hits the Monastery. K-Return does hit the majority of their creatures, sans Flage, so maybe. Disruptor Flute is an option. I mean, field or demo, or field or ruin or demo field, right? Flute. They normally bring in Rest in Peace as something to consider. Maybe just bring in Holy Heat and call it there. They should be bringing in like Damping Sphere, definitely. Maybe Rest in Peace. They already have the White Orchid Phantom, so that's a bit of a moot point. I'm trying to think what else they bring in. I think that's about it. Rest in Peace, Damping Sphere. Probably. So Bajukabog Cavern definitely out. Ghost Quarter helps with the Quarry Mountain. Can sometimes hit a field or field effect. We don't want Magus because of the Solitude. We could go Bauble. Is an option. I think we just run it back like this. I will say, I'm still considering going down to 2 Heat and maybe a second Bauble, honestly. It is a consideration. We can work with this, yes. We'll keep. We'll pass. Sunken Citadel. Does make me feel like they have a field effect. We'll lab. Imprint, Talisman, and pass. The field effect might be okay because then we can sprawl. Sacred Foundry, no field effect. Paying cost for White Orchid, hits the lab. Yep, we'll use it for a forest, and pass, and draw. Temple. So let us start with Sprawl for green. Play a land for turn, lab, no imprint, cast Speaker. Speaker, do we want to pitch with Speaker here? We could pitch Speaker to Speaker and grab, let's say, Myco Spawn. That would allow us to kick next turn, take out the Sunken Citadel. That is a consideration. I mean, regardless, we can play it. 2, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, I think we pitch Speaker to Speaker and grab Myco. We'll pass. And pass. Quarry Mountain, paying cost for price. Yes, for a forest. Okay. White Orchid attacks. Sure. Second main. End and draw. Temple. So 2 tap, untap. And kick. Do you want to get rid of the Quarry Mountain or the Sunken Citadel? I'm thinking the Quarry Mountain long term is probably correct, but making them pay more for field effects, I mean, the Soul Land is probably correct, yeah. Let's search. We could go for a Temple, but I think I'm going to go for a fetch land here for more food for Ice Till, though we already have 2 lands in Yard. But being able to fetch into Surveil is probably correct. We also could go Shifting Wood in case Ice Still gets destroyed. Let's go fetch for now. And pass. And hold. Sacred Foundry Shock 16 for White Orchid. Hits Temple. That's fine. Yes. For Forest. Anything else? Again, I really feel like you should be holding back the first strikers on defense, but that's just me, bud. Second main, end step, fetch 14 and surveil. Breaker, top. And draw, breaker. We'll cast Talisman. Cast Ice Till. Temple Mill. Rumble. And Forest Mill. Devour. Go to combat. Swing for 5. And pass in full. Down to 11. We'll pass in full. Sunken Citadel. Sure. Like, we win the race. Yep, they're holding back now. That's smart of them. Let us play Lab. Trigger Mill. Flute Tiard. No imprints. We'll play the Wooded Foothill and Mill. K Command. And I suppose at this point, we'll just cast Breaker. 1, 2. Breaker break. Again, we should go for the Soul Land in the grand scheme, as much as I want to go for the Quarry Mountain. And we'll pass. 6 types in yard. Summer Cool is online. We can't attack. Passing. End step. Paying cost for Path to Exile. We'll just shuffle for the sake of shuffling. And pass. And hold. I guess I can fetch for a Stomping Ground here on end step. Sacred Foundry tapped. I imagine no attacks. End step, fetch. Stomping Ground tapped. And mill. Heat. Draw. Gemstone. I suppose at this point we'll go Wooded Foothill. Fetch so I don't hit the Stomping Ground. Double mill. Yield all. Myco Rumble. There's not a big reason for me to mill more here outside of maybe trying to find a Shifting Wood or another breaker. Wooded Foothills are just straight up dead at this point. So I'm thinking whether or not I want to continue to mill. I don't think I do. I think we'll just pass. Like, we have all the lands we could possibly need. We're just kind of sitting here chilling. Play the Plains. They can activate the Quarry Mountain now. No attacks. We draw. Windswept Teeth. We'll pass. Deal Quarry Mountain. Yeah, this is why I kind of want to get rid of the Quarry Mountain earlier, but the Citadels seemed right at the time. That's a Flage. That is relevant. That is relevant indeed. So what I'd actually want to find now is probably Bojuka Bog. Did I remove Bojuka Bog? I did. I completely forgot about Flage. That is on me. Flage, Helix, target Myco. Up 3, Flagiar. They're still pretty far off of that, though, in the grand scheme. No attack still. We'll draw. Devour. We will cast. Is it Devour? Devour, target White Orchid. White Orchid down. Devour lands. We go to combat and swing for 4. Paying cost for discharge, maybe? Soul Partition. Okay. Down to 12. I suppose then I'll play Gemstone to recast Ice Till. And pass. And pass. 4 in yard. They're short 2. Field of Ruin. They theoretically could... Oh, it says opponent controls. Never mind then. I was about to say, they could Field of Ruin their own land, but they cannot, in fact. I mean, they can hit a land. We can bring it back with Ice Till, so that's a moot point. Gets another card in yard. We might actually not want to attack, because that's how they get flayed. We'll draw. Shifting Wood's pretty good, though. So, let's start by attacking, then. Yes, let's go to combat. Attack with all. Go to blocks. Blocks to devour. Down to 8. Second main. We play Shifting Wood and mill. Unholy Heat. Let's pass. End step. Field. Target Shifting Wood. Shifting Wood will become Devour. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's not a bright move, friend. I'm just saying. Not when I have this much mana at my disposal. So now you can Flash. He looks target me. But I'm not sure that's enough now. Because we can present lethal with Devour off of the Shifting. Forcing them to block. And even if they block the one with Shifting, we can just recur it. Removing the Bajugabog definitely was a mistake on my part. Cleansing Wildfire on Temple, sure. I'll say no. And opponents goes up, we'll take the win. Solid wins. Alright, we'll be back for match number 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the draw for game 1. Looking for Talisman, Sprawl, K Command. We have a lot of options here. It's a Delighted Halfling. Feels like either Brute Scale or Yawg. There's Ice Till, Breaker. I really don't want any of this as the problem. We want acceleration, and none of this provides that. I'm gonna say no. Pitch all. Draw. Fresh. K Command. There it is. So I will play Temple and pass. We'll hold on the off chance it's relevant. Very unlikely that I'll cast the K Command right now, but we'll see. I guess this also could be Samwise. Yeah, Samwise, Yawgmoth, Brute Scale, I think are like the main 3 that I can think of that run halfling. I guess Brute Scale, not often on Oberyn Tomb, so it's likely Yawg. 3 Grist. It is a Grist. Grist is pretty good. Ballista. Oh, yeah, this is still Yawg. We'll draw. Lab Imprint. Hold K Command. We need to be mindful of Agatha Soul Cauldron is my thought here. Grist plus Windswept Teeth. Yeah. Right now I'm a bit concerned about Agatha Soul Cauldron. We could have went after the halfling to try and keep him off of Yawg, maybe? maybe that would have been correct. Verdant Catacomb, fetch 16, Forest, and Yawg. No, GSC 3? GSC 3. GSC 3. I'm pulling a blank what they're grabbing here. And it could be everything from Yawgmoth, Stringerloot but 3? Like, normally I think Grist, but they have a Grist. It's not like they run Gaddock Teague main. Yeah, this resolves. What is it? Do you run Fulminator Mage main? That'd be weird. Speaker. Oh, okay. Yeah. Speaker pitch and then pulls Yawg. Yes, that makes sense. So let's go to end step. Rather, they attacked on 19. So I want to get rid of Halfling and kick the Myco. Ramp Exile. Exile Halfling. And done. Halfling down. And draw. Speaker of our own. Kick Myco. Myco kick, hit vault. So I have half a mind to go Bojuka Bog to get rid of the Ballista in yard to deal with Aggie Soul. However, I also have half a mind just go Temple here to set up for Devour next turn, which I think is probably correct. With that in mind, I think I actually want to play this Talisman. Because the Talisman's much harder for them to deal with over the spawn. Draws a card. So we can get rid of the Grist. 3. Honestly, you could also just Speaker kick another Myco. That's actually a really good consideration here, I think. Speaker kick another Myco. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can do that. Another Halfling. Sure. And yeah, we can just hit Overrun Tomb. That is acceptable. And then even Bojuka Bog, get rid of the Ballista like I wanted to. Overrun Tomb tapped. No attacks. We draw. Devour. Okay. I mean, we could Devour Halfling. Kind of accomplishes something similar. I think I'm going to start with Speaker here. Speaker enters, pitches a forest, grabs Myco Spawn, plays a forest, and kicks. Myco Spawn kick, hit Overgrown Tomb. How much mana do we have here? We have access to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My thought here is to go Sanctum of Ugin to set up for Emrakul. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. The other option would be Bojuka Bog and Bojuka Bog opponent's yard. Let's up with Sanctum, though, and pass, and pass. What say you, opponent? Opponent does have a wall of creatures available to them. If they don't play a land here, my first thought here is to get rid of Halfling. 2 Badgermole Cub. Okay. 2, 4. So we have access to 3 mana with Speaker. So we have to get rid of the Badgermole Cub. Bowmaster to Yard. No attacks. End step, draw. Windswept Teeth. So again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 7 is not enough. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we could very well go Devour into a 4 mana spell. I'm trying to think if that would be beneficial to go like Ice Till or Myco Spawn. The initial thought is yes, actually. I have an idea. I have ideas. Windswept Teeth fetch. Stomping Ground shock. Oh, never mind. I can't grab Ice Till. I'm dumb. That's fine. He's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll just do this. I was like, oh, I can grab Ice Till, pick up Sanctum. Imagine. That'd been amazing, but no such luck. Devour, Sanctum trigger, Devour, Badgermole Cub. Sanctum trigger, yes. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 short kicked Myco. Unfortunately. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Yeah, I think just going Emrakul here is probably correct. And at this point, I will pass. No attacks. And we'll hold an off chance it's relevant. Because we can retrieve Devour as needed. There's Beseiju. So they can now cast Yawg. Sure. Yep, there's Yawg. They play their land for turn. Sack. Myco spawns. Once on to turn. I mean, I think... Yeah. Yep. That resolves. Until you'll just activate until end of turn, yeah. Let's do that. You do you. You can draw as many cards as you would like. I'm not sure how that changes any math. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Devour down. Okay. Speaker attacks. Go to blocks. Why Speaker attacks is my question. I mean, I can triple block, I suppose. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I'll just triple block. Sure. Like, you can shrink them if you really want. I don't really care at this point. Okay. Sure. Speaker remains. Second main. End step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We could return Devour now. Don't know if there's a benefit to, though. We'll just draw. Ice Still. So if I were to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 11 plus 2. Yes. Ice Still. Pick up Sanctum, Mill. And again, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. Forest Mill. And then we are going to tap, untap. We could sweep the board, but I'm not inclined to do so here. Sanctum trigger, yes. I will pick up... What do I want to pick up here? I'm thinking Myco Spawn the Bajuka Bug, honestly. Pick up Myco. Okay, return no. And then our turn, comrade? Yep, that's fine. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so let's see. We're gonna draw here. Yawgmoth, Rumble, GSC, Yawgmoth. So let's go to main. I mean, we can do a lot here, yeah? So we have... Actually, can we kill them? I was about to say, doesn't Double Wolf kill them? Yeah. So we can just go Yawgmoth. Cast Yawgmoth. Pay a life, sack, or rather, cancel. Pay a life, put a -1/-1 count on one target creature. So done. Sacrifice Yawgmoth. Undying trigger on the stack. Always yield. Always yield. We then sacrifice, pay a life, target Yawgmoth, sacrifice Yawgmoth, and then pay a life. Opponent sees that I know the loop, and we got there. Cool. Alright. Win for game one. Yeah, I was looking at that going like, how much can I mess them up? Like the double Yawgmoth, like I'm pretty sure I just win. Okay, so Jailer, yes. Magus, question mark? Probably not. Bajugabog, yes. Cavern, no. Ghost Quarter, no. Ice Still, no. K Return's a maybe. Dismember's a yes. And Heat is tempting. Maybe drop to Ugin and run it back. Yeah, I should probably drop one Ugin, run it back like this. I don't like Flute here as much. Yeah. Run it back like this. Yeah, right now my deck might look a little bit different from normal because I'm on my DB account, since my main account, I'm receiving an error when trying to join a league ever since the network outage. I think it happened because I tried to join a league during the network outage. It logged me as having be in a league, but then after the network outage, I'm not in a league, and so it still thinks I'm in a league. It's fun. So I'm hoping that it gets fixed soon so I can get treasure chests and whatnot in the meantime. Alrighty. There's not much here that I think I want. Yeah, we'll mulligan this. Mulligan. Stomping Ground, Sprawl, Lab, you, Bajuka Bug out. Alright, done. And pass. Windswept Teeth, fetch 19-4. Overgrown Tomb, shock 17-4. Half lane, okay. We'll draw. Stomping Ground, shock, sprawl, Sprawl for green and pass and pass. Green, colorless for Rumble. There's Rumble. Take Speaker or Badgermaul. Chooses Badgermaul. Okay. Windswept Teeth. Fetch. So we'll need to take out the Badgermaul cub for sure. Or maybe they don't. Like, no matter what, we're either getting rid of Badgermaul or Delighted Halfling. That's kind of the bottom line here. Fetches Windswept Teeth. Overrun Tomb. Shock 14 for Badgermaul. Yep. And draw. Temple, K command, ramp and exile the Badgermaul, and done. Badgermaul down, we'll pass and hold. Black, colorless, black, colorless. What is this? Green, colorless, Rumble. Rumble number 2. Picks up, I imagine, the Agatha Soul Cauldron, putting the Fulminator Mage into Yard. Chooses, yep, Soul Cauldron. Makes sense to me. Aggie Soul. Yep, makes sense to me. Target Fulminator Mage. So you can pop both my lands, unfortunately. That is quite unfortunate for me, to be honest. Trigger, target, stomp. Halfling, target, temple. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll draw, dismember, land, imprint, Ugin, cast talisman, hold dismember, pass. So now we can dismember a creature in response to Aggie Soul. Green, GSC 0, sure. Aggie Soul, target speaker. Okay. Target Dryad Arbor, dismember. And pass. Thoughtseize sees Mycospawn. Yeah, that second Rumble might just win them the game. End step, draw. K return, hold. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Like, their play was aggressive, but it's working out in their favor. Because we might have to K return a creature here. We'll hold. Spiremaster's Vault. Casting. Yawgmoth. Well, isn't that awkward? That is very awkward. Yes. Like, we can't K return this. And they're not going to Aggie Soul Cauldron it either. Rumble. I will rumble. Temple, Ugin. We're nowhere near Ugin. We'll grab Temple or a Forest. Probably Temple. Grab Temple, play Temple, and phase change. Representing that we could have K command. Target halfling. Put it on Yawgmoth. That's quite unfortunate for me. Okay. Taps for untap. Ooh, okay, interesting. Destroys lab. Okay. And phase change. Interesting. Okay. We'll draw. Talisman. We'll cast Talisman. Hold up the K return. Takes K command from Yard. Sure. Do we still have my Ice Tills in here? We do not. Because I wasn't expecting the Fulminator Mage, if I'm being honest. Target me. Okay. Down to 12. Target Temple. Resolves. Spymaster's Vault. In response. Well, this is kind of awkward, because then they can just Aggie Soul. Actually, no, they can't. It doesn't matter anymore because, yeah, just K return. We're just left with talismans, I guess. Fails. And draw. Sprawl. Pass. And it's not looking good, friends. That Fulminator Mage off the Rumble, pretty good. Takes another K command. We'll pass. Trying to think how we get from underneath of this, but I think we're just so far behind. Yeah, we'll concede. We're good. We do not need to continue. So we will bring back in Ice Till. And I think I will trim Gemstone, bring in Rumble. I need to trim 2 now that we've seen the Fulminator Mage. We can trim 1 Ugin, I think 1 Heat, and run it back like this. Oofta. Oofta. On the play for game 2. I mean, we can go Windswept Heath, fetch, Forest Sprawl. There's nothing on 3. What a mulligan here. We keep. We pitch Sprawl. Done. Reveal. Trigger. And we do see a green source. Forest. Play Lab. Imprint. And pass. And hold. On the off chance it's relevant. Windswept Heath, fetch 19. Overrun Tomb, shock 17 for Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize will resolve. They'll take the K command. There is no question in my mind that they take the K command. Alright, we'll draw. Forest. Rumble. Long-term Ugin's not bad, I suppose. So maybe we grab Ugin here. Because if Ugin hits board, we should just win on the spot. Next turn, we can kick the Myco. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still short, though, on the Ugin. Is the only problem. It's probably still correct to grab it, though. Yeah, we'll grab the Ugin and pass. And hold. Thoughtseize number 2. It is. Take the Myco spawn then. You can't afford. Yeah, I was about to say, you can't afford me kicking. There's Dryad Arbor. Return. We draw. Forest. We'll play the Temple and pass. 4, 5, 6. 1 short Devour. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 turns off of Ugin. If we find another land in that time. Yeah, Double Thoughtseize pretty good. Took Myco, took K Command. Need something here. Burning Catacomb, fetch 12. What for? Swamp. And Fulminator Mage. Casting for GSC. Nope, it is Fulminator Mage. Okay. Yep, Mage. Popping what? Temple? End step. I can't imagine that you would... Yeah, I was about to say. We'll float, just make you sweat. Phase change. And draw. Myco. We will cast Myco. Yield all. I need the Bajuka Bog here to keep them off of shenanigans with Agisoul Cauldron. We'll pass. And I guess we should hold for Bowmaster. Emissary. Sure. Rumble. Pulls Endurance. Chooses Overgrown Tomb. Alright. Plays Overgrown Tomb. Yep. Shock 11 for Halfling, sure. The 12 will pass. Land for turn? Nope, but we do find an Ice still, which is relevant. So, question then becomes, do I want to attack in with Myco? I think I do. Let's go to combat, attack. See if they want to block. They do not. No surprise there. Down to 9. Second main. And let me actually tap differently. Ice Till. Ice Till will pick up Temple and Mill. Ice Till will pick up Forest and Mill. And at this point, we will pass. We are presenting Ugin now. They have a Thoughtseize. That'd be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Hell, even another Fulminator Mage would not be the end of the world. The end of the world would be us losing. Even if they have infinite life, we're not out of this, so I don't really care about Emissary, potentially. We also could just go Devour, sweep the board. That's not a bad idea, to be honest. Devour, sweep the board would set them back pretty significantly. That might be the right move next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it might. Bond skips it up. We'll take the win. Solid. All right. We'll be back for match number 5. All right. We're back for match number 5 on the draw for game 1. We'll pass. Boseiju, Grazer, it's Titan. So I'm going to say probably lose game 1. Not looking good, friends. We will Windswept Teeth fetch for a forest, sprawl for green, and pass, and pass. I mean, yeah, we need to see like a Ghost Quarter for the Saga. Growing Vestige, do you have a Spelunking? Because then it doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay. Well, shoot. Do you have a bounce land to pick up Vestige? You do. Do you pick up a Boseiju? That wouldn't make much sense here. I think picking up the Vestige would be correct. Interesting. Picks up a Boseiju. I think that's incorrect, but that's me. Second main, like, you can hit the sprawl, but I don't care. We'll draw. Rumble, second rumble. I suppose we will rumble. And find what? I guess we got the Misty Rain. Play the Misty Rain and pass. I'm pretty sure we're just dead. Like, we had some decent acceleration in this K command, but like we're just not able to even do it because our opponent is going to present lethal lines left and right. Bobble's fine. Crack Bobbles, they're digging for something. They don't have what they want, which is good for me. I can't imagine you miss a. I was about to say, I can't imagine you miss a land drop. Oh, you had the amulet in hand. Amazing. End step. Fetch. Let's surveil. Speaker. Speaker might be one of our few ways out. We'll put this on top. We'll draw. So I have some thoughts here. Let's start with. Oh, this is interesting. Start with Talisman. Then Rumble. Not what I wanted. We'll grab the Stomping Ground. Shock the Stomping Ground. Boy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Old Cake Man X equals 1. See if it might be relevant. Because what I wanted to see there off that rumble is like maybe a path to Emrakul. We just did not see it at all. No soul lands, no path to Emrakul. No nothing. Like, we don't need to go after this construct. Cakeman X equals 1 would put 2 types in yard. So it's basically mana neutral in regards to Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'd be actually 6. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'd be 1 short of Emrakul. We need a land, an untapped land in addition. Awkward. Opponent's thinking hard here. They have Urza Cave for 3. They can Lotus Field, but it only gets them 3 mana, so it's neutral. So it's not an option. Unless they have another Amulet, but that would still be a -1, so they have 5 instead of 6. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, well, never mind. They have the Lotus Field in hand. Sure, I guess. Sure. Now you have 6 mana. Okay. Pact. So pack 2 fields. Okay. Pact resolves. What are we grabbing here? Primeval Titan. I mean, they could hold the red instead of using it. That'd be smart. But they're not going to. Probably because they're going to mirror pool lines. Holds green. Let it resolve. I just want to see if they see the lines or not. Because I'm trying to think if they have a win here. Depends what's in their hand is the problem. There's Curling Vestige, Hainweir, red, green. So I guess they can Besage you? No, there's no reason to Besage you. Amulet Titan will haste. I don't think they have Bojuka Bog main, so that's a moot point. Lotus Field Mirror Pool is not an option. So what are you grabbing here? You already have Besage in hand. I guess you could go like Bounce on T-West, maybe? Could go Bounce on T-West, set up for next turn. Yeah, I'm not sure here. What else do we know? Yeah, we know about the Titan. We know about Passaggio. Confusion. Also, the question becomes, like, what are we doing? 4, again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Even if we find the Emrakul off top, we need to find Emrakul and a land. There's Otawara. Interesting. Okay. Why Otawara? I guess you can bounce Utopia Sprawl? I guess so. Talisman. So now we are definitely short on Emrakul. We'll take 6. They also didn't tackle the Construct, which is interesting to me. Oh, you have to be joking me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So 6. We had gone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We still wouldn't too short. But the Emrakul was on top. We would have seen it. We would have put that in hand. So now what is the question? But Jugabog the Yard does hit some lands, which is kind of relevant. I suppose we Bajukabog. Bajukabog target you. We can play Speaker as a blocker. That's an option. We can just hold up K command, X equals 4. That might be the best option. Yeah, I think so. Alright, we'll hold. There's the pack trigger. Two for sure. Pack trigger's paid. Can I get a turn here? Draws a card. Goes the combat. Looks like we do get a turn. Titan trigger. Vesuva Mirror Pool. Bajukabog target me. Yeah, that is relevant. Okay. So now you can Mirror Pull target Titan. Well, can I take the 8? Mirror Pull can make a copy of the Construct, which would be 9. That's fine, though. To damage. Down the 2. Second main. So let me do K command, X equals 4. Beseiju. Sure. End step. K command, ramp and scry draw. Done. casting or activating Mirror Pool. But why? Yields Haul, sure. Makes a Titan. I mean, imagine you can make another copy of Titan. So you can have 2 copies, that's fine. Sure. What's the end goal after that is my question. Echoing Depths or Mirror Pool. Saga Trigger. There's Ghost Quarter. So Sprawl bottom, Ugin bottom, Devour bottom, Ghost Quarter. Let's do some math real quick. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 11, 12, 13. Ghost Quarter top, draw. We draw. Rumble. Okay. I mean, we can just send the Rumble. And Rumble's neutral. So yeah, we can just go Rumble, because Rumble's neutral no matter what. So we can Rumble. There's Temple. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The problem is we wouldn't have any other blockers. So my thought here is to go Temple to Emrakul. Yes. Temple to Emrakul. Alright. Can we win from this position? We should be able to, I think. Between the Mirror Pool and everything else, I'm pretty sure we can. Because I should be able to pull off their own line. Yes. Alright, we have a Seiju, T-West, Spelunking. We draw... Oh. Well, that solves a lot of issues right there. Yep. So, Saga Trigger. We're going to simply T-West here. Do we have double blue? Wait, no. Yeah, Lotus Field. So, Lotus Field, T-West, Transmute. Pick up Summoner's Pact. Cast Summoner's Pact. Yes. We can simply fail to find. And opponent scooted up, we take the win. I do not know how he won that. Yeah, the scape shift off the top's like, oh, alright, well, we simplified the process, because otherwise I would have had to go through basically their own lines and see if I can find a way to Otawara Beseiju, basically then, or at least Otawara their entire board, but that solved a lot of issues right there. Okay, so Magus in, return out, Badrugabog stays, Camera Souls out, Trimmer Rumble, keep the Ghost Quarter. We bring in Flute. We bring in Magus, of course. I want to bring in Heat as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at the sideboard guide for Amulet Titan. Bring in Heat. Ugin out. Bring in 2 Heats, and I think that's all. Jailer is a consideration, but it's a bit of a non-bow of Ice Till, so I don't really like it as much. Yeah, let's run it back like this. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get there. This does not look promising. We're going to mulligan. This is interesting. I am intrigued. Yes. Actually, we have to sequence that a bit differently. We have to actually pitch a Shifting Wood instead of the Ghost Quarter, because the Shifting Wood will come into play tapped. Yes, we can keep this. It's a bit slower than I'd like, especially on the draw. but Ghost Quarter and Myco Spawn are both good in this matchup, so I think I'll keep this. Go Myco Spawn on 2, kick to Myco Spawn on 3, and then we go from there. We keep Bit Shifting Wood, done, and pass in full. What say you, opponent? What does your opening hand? Opponent goes, what a bad draw. Seriously, though. That Scape Shift off the top was rough. Oh. Hoo-hoo. Hello, friendo. Well, this makes things interesting. We'll pass. And pass. They play 3 to 4 Forest. They already seen one. Is this Spelunking? It does look like it. So I have an interesting line presented to me where he can Ice Till next turn by Ghost Quartering target Lab after it's tapped, grab a Forest, play Ice Till, play Ghost Quarter, and hit them. That is a consideration. There's K Command. Okay. This makes it even more interesting. The problem is if I leave them with this Growth Chamber here, they could have Titan, right? So I think I do have to unironically go for the Ghost Quarter line. So, alright, let's start here. I hate to do this, but I think it's correct. Yes. Forest. Ice Till. Ghost Quarter. Mill. Ghost Quarter targets some Growth Chamber. Any reason not to do it right now? I don't think so. We'll pass. And pass. So that keeps them off a Titan, unless they have a Lotus Field. Beseiju. Grazer. It's a +1. Oh, you have to be joking me. Have to be joking me that they have the Lotus Field. Is the last card in hand literally Titan? No shot. Uh-huh. Sure. We played around it and they still have the Lotus Field into Titan. For God's sake. Alright. Well, not much we can do about that. Titan attacks. Now what? That's a question. Echoing Depths. It's Bojuka Bog. Bojuka Bog's my yard. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just GG's now. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? No blocks. Down to 13. We'll draw. Forest. Forest Mill. Mill's Lab. Lab Mill. No Imprint. We could K Command X2. That's probably correct. Versus Myco Spawn. We'll pass. No attacks. Hold up K Command X2. This way we can deal with Mirror Pool. Though they've already used their Echoing Depths, so they can't Mirror Pool. Spelunking. Redraw. Trying to think of an out at this point, because it's going to get dicey real quick. Vesuva Bojuka Bog. Rude, but sure. Titan attacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. 10. Or I guess 7. 9. They do go for the Mirror Pool line. We'll take the 6 down to 7. Second main. Mirror Pool target Titan? No. Choosing not to. We'll K command now. Ramp and Scry draw. And done. Opponent is going for the Mirror Pool line. Yield all. Yield all. Trying to think what they go for here. Maybe Otawara to bounce the Ice Till, I suppose. That is a potential option, because Vesuva and Echoing Depths are off the table. So maybe Otawara, Bounce Land, Urza Cave. Urza Cave, pick up Beseiju? Yeah, okay. So we see Breaker Devour. The problem is that we can't play either as it stands. Bottom draw. Ugin. Okay. We draw. Magus of the Moon. Unfortunately, that's a bit late. Especially with this Saga on 2. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a line here, and I'm not seeing it. We have access to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, 6. We could go Myco, fetch. I suppose. Let's see if I can get there, I guess. Myco grabs a fetch land. Yield all. Fetch down to 16 for a forest and mill. Lab. Because we could go Surveil. Wooded Foothill. Mill. Fetch. I guess we also could keep the spawn. Then we have to shock, though. I don't think I can actually do that. Surveil. Yield all. Breaker to yard. Sprawl to yard. And down to 4. Magus. We're looking at 12. Have to mitigate 9. Oh, it doesn't matter. We would literally have to block out. Yeah, we're just dead. I was trying to think if there is a way out, but we would need to mitigate 9 damage. And we're just dead, not to mention the construct. Yeah, we'll just scoop it up. We're dead, I'm pretty sure. We'll pass through. We'll make sure. Yep, make another construct. Trampolines be trampling. Grabs forests, yep. Yeah, so we can only mitigate so much damage here. That's 8. I guess we would want to do this and this. But we're just dead regardless. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yep. Alright. So let's bring back in the Rumble, trim the gemstone, run it back. I mean, I felt like I played that right all the way through to Ghost Quartering in the Simic Grove Chamber. The opponent just had the Lotus Field, and I just don't think I can do much about that. Unfortunately. When it comes down to this, we'll see if we can get the trophy in 3 against Titan here. On the play for game 3. Heat, Temple, We mulligan. There, yes, we keep this. So we go fetch, forest, lab, magus. We keep pitch Ugin or breaker. I'm thinking Ugin here. Yes. Pitch Ugin. Done. And this is a magus on 2. Wooded Foothill fetch for a forest. Sprawl for red. And pass. And pass. Saga trigger. So we definitely want a magus. Amulet. Draw. Ice Till. Lab. Like, yes, we could go... Oh, this is interesting now. Like, I have half a mind just go Magus. I also have half a mind to go Micah Spawn into Ghost Quarter. But since we went red, we can't then go for the Ice Till loops. So I think we just go Magus. Magus. And pass. And pass. Because now they need Dismember, basically. We'll draw. Commercial District. Cast Myco Spawn. Yield all. For a forest. Combat. Swing for 2. And pass. Bajukabog. Passing. We draw. Temple. I will cast Ice Till. Wooded Foothill and Mill. Temple and Mill. Shifting Wood, go to combat. Swing for 5 and pass. Next turn we have Breaker. Down to 13. Second main, end step, and opponent's thinking. Do they have the Dismember? Oh shoot, they do. They have the Dismember down to 9. Yeesh. Alright. Saga trigger. Forest. That's 5. One shy of Titan. Excuse me. Scape shift? Oh no. Seriously? Lowest field, bounce down T-West. No shot. Uh-huh. I swear, it doesn't matter how much interaction you have for Titan. I swear. Yeah, so lowest field, bounce on T-West. Pick up not Scape Shift, Pact to Aftermath Analyst, though that's a risk, given I'm presenting K command X equals 2. So maybe they can't go that line. Maybe they just need to go with Titan instead? Oh. Are we going Cultivator Colossus? No, that wouldn't make sense. What is happening here? Yield all. I'm confusion. Why would we not go Lotus Field, bounce on T-West? I mean, I guess it could be Cultivator Colossus. Pact. Okay, so they have the Pact in hand to Colossus. Yeah, I guess if they're worried about K command, that makes sense. There's the Cultivator Colossus. 0/0 goes to yard, triggers. Echoing Depths, target Bajuka Bog. Uh-huh. Are you just continuing? Are we done yet? Oh, we're done. Okay. So I'm gonna guess I just don't get another turn, if I'm being honest. I feel like it's unlikely. Alright. I mean, honestly, I did make a mistake last game by revealing Magus. I probably should have just conceded, and maybe they wouldn't have brought in Dismember for Magus, potentially. It's a big if, but still. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're just dead. They have all the mana in the world. GSC 2 for Aftermath Analyst. Why go Aftermath Analyst here? Interesting. Yeah, sure. Mills. Oh, you of course had a Lotus Field too. Wild. Oh, another Scape Shift. Jesus. Yeah, we're good. Like, you could fumble through this all I wish, and you'll still win. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Like I said, I did make a mistake in game 2 by playing the Magus when I was already behind on board. I probably should just hid that information, and maybe, just maybe, my opponent wouldn't have brought in Dismember, or have thought to do so. But unfortunately they did, and they dismembered my Magus at the best time for them. Alright, well, on that note, that there will be the end of today's YouTube video with a 4-1 record at the end of 5. With that being said, as always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback, be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my success and failure, I hope I can learn from you all as well. If you have reached the point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you would like to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, I recommend following me over on my socials or joining my Discord server. That way you can be notified when I go live. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can find these videos ad-free and early. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!